Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Pocket. I have finally made it through all the tutorial stuff. We pretty much finished the Lapras event, the Chansey event. I've got all the cards. Not all the cards in the set, but all the special little promos. We're still opening packs and stuff. Um, However, this episode's a little bit different. Not different. This is what I wanted this to be. It's just the fact that we were working through the tutorial, making sure I knew how to play the game and all that. I'm supposed to be in a tournament tonight. I entered and I got a comment a couple videos ago talking about, will I talk about the tournaments and stuff? Yes. So it's nothing special. If you just go to Limitless, Limitless, limitlesstcg.com. They have a bunch of tournaments and stuff, and they've added Pokemon Pocket. They had a bunch of tournaments while it was only out in New Zealand and stuff. So you just go over there. You can register for tournaments. They're all online, at least for Pokemon Pocket. There are in-person ones for other games if you're interested. But yeah, they're all online right now for Pokemon Pocket. But that's where I find all the tournaments. So I'm supposed to be in a tournament tonight, and there's one thing I want to bring up before we actually talk about the tournament. It is also my birthday today. You should be seeing this on November 6th in the evening. So I'm supposed to be entering a tournament tonight, but I also got invited just to go hang out for my birthday. So I'm going to go hang out and see if I can still like participate. I'll still sign in and try to participate in the tournament and just see what happens. But I don't want to be like weird when I'm, with friends and stuff. So we'll see if I actually participate. There are 3 tournaments upcoming this weekend. There's one on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. However, the Friday and Saturday tournaments are 2-day tournaments. So if by some miracle I happen to make Top Cut, I'll have to drop the other one. But I'll be participating in those 3 for sure. I have nothing to do this weekend, so we're chilling there. So the tournament tonight is cool because it is no EX Pokemon. So it really it lets a lot more people play because you don't need these high rarity cards. It also is very interesting to see what decks people have brought. We're going to open up a pack real quick, and then I am going to show you guys I built 2 decks, but I'll show you the deck that I built and which ones I'm going to enter and whatnot. Let's see. We'll open a pack here. I've gotten nothing. Okay, that changes a lot. Well, not for the tournament tonight, but we can. That's awesome because we have a Venusaur EX, so we can run a Venusaur deck now, which I have been so interested in running because it's like the highest HP Pokemon in the game. So super super interested in possibly running a Venusaur EX deck, but we'll build that later. Porygon, Cottonee, Ghastly, Shelter. So that's awesome. It is also very cool that when you open up a backwards pack, the first card that you see is like the rare card in the back. Like it's actually like you flip the pack backwards and not just like a little animation that they played. That's a nice touch that I don't think I've seen too many people mention. Just interesting that they implemented that in the game. So that's cool. That changes a lot, that we can add Venusaur deck to the decks that we will build. So I built, obviously I built the Pikachu decks. We have the Pikachu decks the deck is ready. However, I want to build the Pikachu Voltorb Electrode deck because I like the 0 retreat cost that Electrode has. So we finally did get a single Electrode. So we have 1 copy of Electrode here. We're aiming for a second. We need a few more pack points. But let me show you guys the decks that I built. And we might go back and forth, try a couple of these. But the 2 I built were the Dragonite deck and the Koga deck. So you have Dragonite, which is it's very straightforward. You have Coughing, Wheezing, Koga. You're just playing those, trying to keep them from killing you for as many hits as you can. You pull them back with Koga, obviously. You hope to already have another Coughing on the bench or another Wheezing on the bench ready to be put in the active spot. Or hopefully by that point, a Dragonite that is ready to go. The hardest part about Dragonite, of course, which is the same thing about a lot of other Pokemon, is the fact that he's a stage 2. And it can be really, really hard to draw. You might, especially if you can't draw Dragonair for a long time, because then you finally draw Dragonair and you have to play it, wait a turn, and then play Dragonite. So the whole goal with this deck is you just need Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite in your hand as quickly as possible. Which I was playing online with this deck a little bit, and it is very difficult. I also built this Koga deck. Two Ekans, two Arbok, one Grimer, one Muck, Coughing, Wheezing. Same general thing. You use Coughing and Wheezing out there in the active spot sort of as a wall while you get Muck set up, but you also use the Gas Leak ability to poison your opponent's active Pokemon. And then the whole goal there is to poison your opponent's active Pokemon, pull Wheezing back, put Muck into the active spot, and then use Venoshock, and it does 120 damage, which would kill most non-EX Pokemon, I believe. I mean, something like a Melmetal might be able to survive, stuff like that. But it one-shots a lot, and I was like, that's pretty strong for like a non-EX deck. I'm debating which one to run. I have, if I run this Ekans line, I'm even debating just running one Arbok and two Muck. But the problem with Muck is like once you get him out there in the active spot, you're not really moving him until you have a Koga in your hand. And I don't really want to waste a Koga like on Wheezing, putting Muck in the active spot, getting a kill with Venoshock, and then Muck's just there doing 70 damage for the rest of the game. So it's really, this deck is so interesting with strategy and how you play it that I think I'm going to save this for a later tournament. I think we're going to use Dragonite. We're going to practice in a couple online games. I'm not going to do what some I see other people do, and they just, like, they stream their games, and then they just pick, like, 3 games that they won. I'm just going to show you all 3 or 4 games. The thing that sucks about, though not sucks, because this game is awesome. The one downside right now to battling online is I do wish that you could select, like, EX or non-EX, like as like a playlist, kind of like how there's standard and non-standard, because the thing like online right now is you just run into so many Pikachus and Mewtwo's, and like it's fine, it's cool, like the game is awesome, it's fun to play, it doesn't make you feel like super bad for losing. It's just annoying going into a Pikachu Mewtwo EX deck that you know is like just automatically a better deck. Like they're gonna do 90 damage with Pikachu like right off the bat, and there's nothing that I can do to stop it. So we're gonna hop in with Dragonite deck. We're gonna practice. I've already registered. I was gonna unregister and register the Koga deck, but I need to practice a little bit more with Koga. Whereas this deck is just kind of straightforward. You kind of just put Dragonite, a Dratini out there, start powering it up while you're trying to hold it off with a Coughing. So interesting. We'll see if we can win any games online. We are going second, which is always good, especially in a Dragonite deck where we need to attach an energy first. Perfect. This actually isn't the worst first hand I could have started with. Okay, let's see what they're running. I'm assuming this is going to be a Pikachu deck, which is unfortunate. It's even more unfortunate because they can start wiping with Zapdos in a couple turns. Sorry, my computer just gave me a notification. That red card was actually very unfortunate, but we still did okay. Okay, so we're not going to attach an energy just yet. We're going to Pokeball here. That's not what we needed. And then we Professor's Research, maybe. Okay, we got another Pokeball, so we'll do that again. Okay. So this isn't a bad first hand to have. So we'll put you down. We'll put you down. And then we will attach an energy over here. And we will end turn. Okay, so we're looking for Dragonair. Dragonair is the most important thing. This is a pretty good hand. I'm just worried that we're still going to be a little slow here. I'm obviously going to put Wheezing out. Okay, they're powering up Voltorb, which is interesting. I need a Dragonair. That's not what I needed, but that's okay. We will power it up again. We have a Lightning Energy next turn, so that's fine. Wheezing. And then we will Gas Leak here. And end turn. So we're just putting a little bit of pressure here. This is going to be really difficult. So we're still 2 turns away, which is no big deal. Okay, they are running a Pikachu deck. That's fine. We can take Pikachu EX out in 1 turn. I don't know what is happening here. Oh, they're just trying to do... Okay, so they're going to do damage with Electrode and then possibly move it out. A Koga would be nice, but we don't really have anything good here. We don't really have a good play to make. Okay. A Sabrina is huge. We will Lightning here. We will... a Sabrina is not that big. It does possibly make him waste an energy. We will Gas Leak again for sure. And then I'm assuming they are just going to... Yeah, I didn't get my Koga or another Weezing. This is unfortunate. This is the one big problem with this deck. Like, we're ready to go with Dratini. Dragonite could be ready to attack next turn, but we don't have, we don't have the Pokemon, or we don't have Dragonair, so I can't put Dragonite out. Again, this is a tough deck to play against. X speed, Jesus. Okay, yeah, we'll just concede here. We're not getting anything that we need. They would take the Dratini out next turn, and that would be that. So that's unfortunate. Well, thanks. And then back out here. That's the big problem with the Dragonite deck. I'm hoping in a tournament like tonight with Pokemon that you can't get out there quite as quickly or that aren't going to do like high damages so quickly, I'm hoping that I'll have time to get Dragonite online, but it's going to be difficult. It's really going to be difficult. The hardest part is making sure you have all the Dragonites in hand, because if you have all the Dragonites in hand, you probably don't have what... So that's not really what we want here. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. We can attach an energy turn 1. We need another basic Pokemon. A Coughing would be huge to go on the bench. A Coughing might even be enough to get us... Okay, so that's not what we want. So we'll put you in there, and we will end turn. Okay. They could have an X speed here. They could start attacking, or are they just going to Payday and draw? So they have Rapidash. Rapidash is going to do 40. That's totally fine. What is... Oh, it takes... I don't think there's any way that they kill me on this turn. That's huge, though. So we're going to actually do this. Bring you out. Now, they could Sabrina, obviously, which is not what we would want. Do that. We will obviously attach another energy. And then, actually, we might just put Coughing on the bench. And then next turn, we'll put Weezing out. And then Dragonite, because Dragonite should be able to live anyway. Okay, so they've got Rapidash powered up. Are they going to bring it in and start attacking here? I'm curious, or they should just draw again. But they might have a Sabrina, which would be a little scary. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got the X speed back, the Dragonite, and okay, that's a better hand. And then they're going to Payday, which is totally fine. So a Weezing would have been nice, and we still got one. So I am going to water this boy up. X speed it out. And then retreat in for Coughing. Put Weezing down. Put Dragonite down. And then I'm going to Gas Leak and end my turn with... we need a Koga. That's what we really need. So another issue with this deck is if you don't have a Koga in your hand. But I mean, if they Sabrina me here, we could take that as well. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not really sure why they would do that. Are they going to switch in Rapidash? Or maybe evolve Meowth to Persian and do like 40 damage here? Which is fine. We're not super worried about it. We can save the professor's research now. Okay, so they paid 8 again. Gosh, I got all these notifications coming up. Okay, so I am going to... You know, part of me wants to red card him, but also I don't because clearly he's not getting anything. So I'm going to Draco Meteor and just see if we can... There we go. There's 2 points. We win because they've got no one left on the bench, and that's a perfect example of a Dragonite deck. I'm not really sure what was wrong with their deck. That was not a very strong deck. So, let's see. Dragonite, 8 turns. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We'll send them a thanks again. Very cool, very cool. You run into a lot of different people on this game. I'm really interested to see what the ranked ladder is going to be like because on TCG Live, it just kind of gives you, like, you get a point for winning a game and you kind of rank up that way. So it's like once you've hit a certain number of wins, whereas like other games are sort of MMR based. So you can just run into people on TCG Live that are like way better than you, but they just started playing this season later. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. But all right, we'll hop into one more battle here. We lost one, won one. Well, I conceded one because we weren't drawing anything. That's the toughest thing. I don't think I'd ever bring this into a tournament where we're playing against EX Pokemon like Pikachu and Mewtwo, but I think Dragonite could be very, very interesting in the tournament tonight. I'm curious to see what other things people are going to bring. Okay, this isn't a bad hand. We need something from that professor's research, though. Maybe like a Pokeball and then a Dratini. We have Koga, which is nice. We don't have Wheezing. We are unfortunately going up against a Marowak deck as well. So, this is going to be tough. Again, all the EX Pokemon just have something on... Will Professor's Research. We really need a Dratini. It's like so important to get a Dratini out early because of like you need to start attaching energy. It takes so much energy and there's no acceleration. We'll end turn here, I guess. I don't really have much I can do. They shouldn't be able to attack me this turn, at least not kill me. That's fine. Is it going to growl me? Yeah, they growled me, which is fine. So they're having trouble, at least right now, drawing the Marowak. Okay, I need, like, and I cannot stress this enough, I need a Dratini in here. Yes, okay. So that's fine. Dratini goes there. We start attaching. Wheezing goes here, which is totally fine. We don't need X speed. We're all chilling. We have a Koga at the moment, so we will just Gas Leak and end turn. Okay. We can call Wheezing back. I'm assuming they're going to have Marowak here. Yeah. They didn't power it up last turn. Oh, they did. They did. So they will be able to knock us out here. It'd be nice if they didn't get 2 heads. I don't know why they used Giovanni there. It's not going to do anything. They either knock me out or they don't. Okay, so they're not knocking me out here. They are doing 80 damage, which is totally fine. Oh, we're a weakness. Oh, I'm such a little nerd. Why? Okay, so we'll put Dratini in. Yeah, I'm not sure it's possible from here, to be honest. So we will just Dragonair here, and then... I mean, there's just... If I Sabrina, they put Hitmonchan in, and then just pull him back out. So, let's see. What is... They've only used... I just don't see how we get out of this unless they just roll a bunch of tails. But this might be an L. Okay, so it's like a Machamp EX deck, but they are having difficulty. Okay, so Dragonair has no weakness, which is nice. So unless they get two heads here, it doesn't kill. We will get another turn. The question is, we will not get another turn. Yeah, it's just Marowak just does so much damage early on. It's hard to get Dragonites online against them. It's it's just the way it is. I'm hoping that this will do better in the tournament. It's hard to playtest these um, against non EX. I need to get into the discords and find some people, but yeah, I mean, if you guys have any ideas of any non EX decks, let me know in the comments. I think we're gonna try this one. I think we'll try Koga in the future. It's just gonna be even harder, I think, to playtest Koga online because it just doesn't do enough damage against those EX Pokemon. So, but that's it for this episode. We are probably entering the tournament tonight. So you will see this video tonight, the little warm up, and then tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening's video on November 7th should be tournament footage if I participated. And then it'll be a couple days. We'll practice with some more decks. We'll practice with the Pikachu deck a little bit because we have some tournaments this weekend and there are no restrictions on those tournaments. So we can enter whatever deck we want. I'd like to have an Electrode by then, but if not, we will enter the Zebstrika one. Anyway, that's all I have for y'all in this episode. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.